Yo, what's happening, party people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Captain GG, and we have the first episode of the Home Sweet Home save here on YouTube, following on from our Facebook gaming beta. This has now become our main save here on YouTube, and we're going to be completely and solely on YouTube for this save. If you haven't already seen it, you should have been on Facebook gaming. You should have been on Facebook gaming. You only would have seen the first 3 seasons. If you did miss what happened in the first 3 seasons, we've done a little intro. Go to the last video, check that out before you watch this one, and you'll be able to get all up to speed and see exactly how we got here and how we got MK Dons into the Premier League. It's going to be a very tough episode. We have some very big games upcoming, but let's get into it and we'll see what happens. Here we are then, chat, in game. Big couple of games coming up. You can see in the top right hand corner Manchester United, Liverpool, and then Coventry in the Carabao Cup second round even to come on today's episode. I'm not expecting to get any points from these 2 games against United or Liverpool. If we do, massive. If we don't, it is what it is. We're brand new into the Premier League after back-to-back promotions. Our team really isn't of Premier League quality. We are going to quickly run through the starting 11 in which we are going to go with. Unfortunately, we have made an absolute blunder. If you have been following me for the last year or so over on Facebook Gaming, you will notice that we don't like running with backup goalkeepers, especially don't have one on the bench because they never get injured in game. However, they do from time to time get injured in training, and that occurrence has now happened. Our main goalkeeper Hoffman has been injured in training, which means because we don't have a backup goalkeeper, we're going to have to play our youth goalkeeper in goal, Isaac White. I mean, there's no other word for him other than trash. I mean, he is absolutely shocking, but it is what it is. We're going to have to play with him. That's not going to help playing against the likes of Ronaldo, who I hope has retired. I haven't actually checked United out, but even still, it's not going to help, right? Other than that, we're going to go Nico Williams at right back, Marlon Torres and James Tarkowski at centre backs, with Jamal Lewis at left back. That defence is a whole new defence from last season, and the only one I think we paid for Marlon Torres about £300,000 for Marlon Torres. James Tarkowski set us back about 1.4 million. The other 2 were free transfers, so really good business to get those in. Whole new defence there then, chat. Lewis Baker, the mainstay, he's going to be playing in the Mezzella role on the right hand side of that 3 in midfield, with Victor Bosbin playing in the ball winning midfield role. Matt O'Reilly again in his standard position on that left side of that 3 as the box to box. Matteo Caffaro, even he's going to be playing in the cam again. He's so far our marquee signing and probably the best player we have in the team. Going to need massive games from him. And then the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Fetty Arp. He is going to be playing up front for us, signed on a free transfer. He's going to be playing in the slightly deeper of the 2 roles, with David Edgar, our other young striker, playing in the advanced forward role. Other than that, we have Aaron Hickey, new signing on the bench, alongside a host of other new signings as well on the bench, including Rodrigo. Hoping we can get a result here. Let's jump into the game and see what we can do. I'm really excited for this season. I generally believe we can stay in the league. I know we've still got things to do. We've still got players. We have to sign players, because with our current squad we probably won't stay in the Premier League, right? We still have a little bit of money, chat, which we'll go into in just a moment after this game. But to be able to stay up, we are going to need a couple of marquee signings. But in terms of this game, let's see what we can do. This is against like the best of the best, right? Our first 2 games, Liverpool and United. It's going to be extremely hard to get any points. If we do, it shows that we are going to be there or thereabouts, I reckon. The assistant manager wants us to make a couple of changes to our 11. We're not going to do that because we play our way. And yeah, let's just get into it, chat. Let's just get into it. I'm hoping it's just not going to be an embarrassment. With our young goalkeeper in goal, I am very worried that he's going to be far too out of his depth, and he's just going to ship an absolute ton of goals. Like, I just can't see him. Let's just hope he has that one-off game where he's just an absolute beast. What else can we do other than say we're the underdogs? In terms of the interviews, we're going to send the assistant to those. Full stadium MK. Love to see that. Chat, I'm hoping. I'm on. This has to be anything but a 7-0 drumming. We'll take anything other than an absolute battering let's just try and keep. I mean, we shouldn't be on attacking really, but it's our formation, and that's how we're going to stick to it. And Baker swings in the ball. Torres can get there. Comes out to O'Reilly. Any chances we have to take. We can't afford to waste opportunities. And as I say it, Edgar has just wasted an absolutely fantastic opportunity, chat. And this is where we need to be careful. When United have possession, basically, for 80% of the game. Decent O'Reilly comes off the deflection. Petty, again, deciding he wouldn't be able to get beyond the man and shot from distance. The shot was blocked, and it's one ball over the top. And Mason Greenwood's in behind, and we're a goal down after just 7 minutes. That is not ideal. And now Bruno Fernandes with a corner, and I think it was Milinkovic who was coming in. Need to be careful with that. Like I say, chat, I'll take a 2-3-0 defeat. I just don't want to get absolutely battered. Yeah, just nothing. No more than 4 goals conceded, and maybe score one. Baker swings in the corner again. Torres just can't get to it, and United now look to break on the counter attack as they have Sancho on the right wing. Baker getting back to win the ball back though. Love that, the work rate there from Baker to get back in and win possession back, and he's now got it on the left hand side. Jamal Lewis even couldn't swing in the ball. Did we even have people in the box? Maybe not. And United on the counter again, and Greenwood's in again. They just pass it in between the two, and Mason Greenwood is absolutely lethal. 32 minutes in, and we're 2-0 down. I'm gonna have to go for a focus shout. That could get worse. I mean, they've given us an abs. They've stiffed us with the games and the schedule. Oh dear, chat. I mean, it doesn't help that we've got a young goalkeeper in goal who's basically just stood there, pretty much doing nothing. He probably could have saved the second goal. Oh no, I would have liked to have just got into half time at 3-0. Fetty though, maybe we're gonna have an attempt here. Gives it off to Nico Williams. Victor Bosbin and Baker playing it about. Wouldn't mind if United went down to 10 men. That would definitely help. Castro into Edgar. Oh my god, you got to score, lad. You've got to score. How has he played it straight into him there? What an opportunity. All that space on the other side of the goal that he had, and he's wasted it. Alright, let's go in at half time. We're going to point the finger. Show me something else in the second half. I don't want to be too harsh in them, chat, because yeah, okay, it's 3-0, but we've had a few opportunities. I reckon we could have had 2 goals. Coming in, Jamal Lewis and O'Reilly. We do play with patient build-up, boys. That's how we play. Jamal Lewis finds Edgar. He's in again. Let's freaking go. Come on. 3-1. We're still in this. We're still in this, chat. I thought it was been ruled out for offside for a second. Bruno Fernandes with the corner. It's whipped in. It's off the bar, and Baker then clears. We get away with it. Maybe we're going to have to make a few subs. I mean, we haven't been totally marauded. We've got another chance here. Nico Williams. Osbin, Baker. Tried to just flip it over the top. That weren't really going to go well at all. Torres well out of position. Trying to maraud down the right hand side. We're not playing with wide centre backs now. And it's cost us. We tried to get back into position. Bruno Fernandes gets a bit of space in behind. Pulls it across to Sancho. Greenwood's in the middle. Keeper does awfully, but also half. It's like half a job. But like, oh, Baker, what have you done? Okay, right. I think it's time for some subs. I think we should really be coming off attacking, but I mean, why not? Let's just go for it. I'm gonna take off Matt O'Reilly, and I think I'm gonna bring on. I think Scott Twine. Put him in the Mazzella. Lewis Baker then comes off. Or probably Leighton Clarkson, I think. And then last sub, I think Fetty Arp comes off, and we bring on Rodrigo. I think that's the best bet. Make those subs. If we can get another goal, chat, then there might be a very ultra slim chance that we can get back on level terms. But I mean, in terms of possession, they've only had 55%, which isn't too much. In terms of shots, we've we've had our fair few. To be losing a 3-1 is not too bad a result, and do you know what? I'll take it. Wouldn't want to concede a fourth now with just a couple of minutes to go. It makes the game seem so much worse as Pogba's in down the left. Keeper's well out of position, don't know what he's doing. Twine gets back to win the ball, then launches it forward towards Rodrigo. There's maybe a chance we could make it 3-2, but he has to go backwards. And luckily for us, we do regain possession. Rodrigo, you're in. Oh my god, what a waste. Just wasting opportunities. Wasting opportunities, chat. Oh, that's frustrating. But to be fair, overall, not too bad. I'm going to go with the old point finger. And I'm going to say it was unlucky. Because it wasn't a bad performance. We played okay. Don't want to be harsh on the team. First game in the Premier League. Yes, okay, it's a defeat, but we played Manchester United. Right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to skip forward to the next game. If there's anything important that comes up in between, we will obviously let you know and we will cover it. But other than that, we'll see you in just a second. Okay, chat, here we are then. It is game time again. Nothing really happened during that week between the two games. However, one thing did happen, and it was the signing of our backup goalkeeper, Jack Walton, will sign from Hull for, I think, just under £500,000. He's going to come in and literally just be a backup goalkeeper. We didn't want to go out and spend too much on a backup goalkeeper, but he will come in and do a job. So he's going to go straight into the team for today's game against Liverpool. Other than that, I think we're going to stick to pretty much the same team. Other than Matt O'Reilly is carrying a little bit of a knock, so I'm thinking we need to maybe replace him. It's whether and who we replace him with. To be fair, I don't know whether you've got Cafaro who can play as the box to box, and I think in this instance it might be best that he does. And then what we do is we bring in Scott Twine into the cam. Other than that, we'll keep the bench pretty much as is. We could bring Farrell on there for the young midfielder who needs a little bit of sharpness. We do need to get a couple of our players playing in the under-18s to gain some match sharpness and fitness. But other than that, at the moment, I think we're good. We're going to get into the Liverpool game. Again, it's going to be one of those games, if we can just avoid a heavy defeat, we'll be pretty happy all round. I think we played well against United, in all honesty. I think with at least a much better goalkeeper in goal, I think he could have saved one of those United attempts, at least. The second goal from Greenwood, I think he could have saved. It looked like he almost got a hand to it. Jurgen Klopp's still at Liverpool. Ethan Ampadu is playing for Liverpool at the moment, along with Mariba and Gravenbach and Lewandowski. This game, it's Shea Adams, is there? I don't feel like this game's going to go well. Liverpool seems to have improved, and their team looks very, very strong. But like this says here, we've got nothing to lose. We know how good we are. Let's go out there and show them what we're capable of. Other than that, I'm going to go for a pump fist. Tell them they can make the difference. The good news is we have a cup game after this against Coventry, which we should be able to go and tank them, hopefully, to gain some confidence back if we do get beaten heavily here. So away to Liverpool at Anfield. Second game of the Premier League era for us here at MK Dons. Just see what we can do, see whether we can maybe steal a point. But it's going to be an incredibly tough game. Nico Williams giving his former team a cheap free kick, and Tarkowski heads off the line. Still not cleared, and then Virgil van Dijk over the bar. Early signs are not good. 11 minutes in, Robertson with another corner, and it's in. It's Lewandowski. I mean, what can you do? I mean, they're going to be so much better than us aerially. They have so many big players in their team, and we are being over marauded. I think we're going to have to drop onto positive, and even then, that's not doing much for us. Let's go for a focus shout as Robertson swings in another dead ball, and again, it's flicked on this time by Lewandowski, half cleared off the line, but then Virgil van Dijk's there just to tap it in. And it's two set pieces in which we've conceded from. Other than the set pieces, we've been doing okay. Mane now in behind. He pulls it back. Gravenbach. Jamal Lewis gets it clear, but still not fully cleared. And then again, it's a scramble. Got to be offside, this one. It's got to be offside. Come on, VAR. You've got to step in there. Oh, wow. I mean, how is that not offside? Oh, we've been absolutely battered. They've had 22 shots in the first half, and it could be worse. Oh my god, we're gonna have to change up. I mean, it's almost too late to do it. Oh, for God's sake. Virgil van Dijk. What is he now? Just like a centre midfielder? Why is he so... Oh, Jesus. It hurts, this, chat. I mean, being a Liverpool fan, it's good to see that they're playing well, but this hurts me massively. Had one shot. We've had one shot. Liverpool are so OP on this game, it is unreal. I mean, yeah, okay, we're not expected to get points against these big teams. I just didn't want to get pumped. And that is exactly... Oh, Jesus, worse. We're down to 10. Can it get any worse now? Of course it can. It can get a hell of a lot worse. Chat, this is bad. Mariba now to Alexander-Arnold. Of course he's going to have a decent delivery. Does whip it in. Gravenberch can't win the header though. It's going to come to Virgil van Dijk, and I thought he was going to smash that again. Generally thought he was going to smash it again and it was just going to fly top bins. Instead they work it out to Arnold and inside to Salah, and he gets his goal. Of course he does. 6th goal of the season already for Mo Salah. We're 2 games in. How many did he score in the first game? What? Oh God. It's just bad. I mean, how am I going to pick the team up from this? Again, Alexander-Arnold into Salah. Cafra goes in. And I think this is inside the box, isn't it? I think this is a penalty, chat. Things... Oh God, it is. This is real bad. Lewandowski from the spot. It's saved by Walton. I mean, I don't know how much I can really celebrate when we're 5-0 down and we celebrate a penalty being saved. Robertson having man of the match so far, 9.4 from the fullback. I'm just hoping that they're going to settle down. Jurgen, just be nice to me, man. Start taking your players off and be nice. I don't see that happening somehow. Oh, it's worse. Gets worse. It's 6-0. While I was making subs, chat, it looks like Mo Salah scored his 2nd of the game. And it's 6-0 Liverpool. I think this is going to be my heaviest ever defeat on Football Manager. I don't know what my heaviest defeat is, but I don't remember losing 6-0. Guys, if you can remember me having a heavier defeat than this, do let me know. I mean, we've always done smaller team saves, so we have had this struggle about trying to make the step up to the Premier League. But remember when we done Newport last season on FM21? Even though we came from tier 9 to the Premier League and won it in the end, but it was a totally different scenario, right? We had 4 seasons in the Championship, 3 seasons in the Championship, so we had time to build a squad. I've had to build a squad in the space of 60 days, and half of those days, the transfer window is barely open. We've still got some of the transfer window, we've still got a bit of money to spend, but it's just a struggle to try and get the players in. But no one wants to join us, and I can understand why you wouldn't want to join us when we're getting slumped 6-0, albeit by Liverpool, and by far the best team in the world, in my opinion. But I mean, we know they're OP on the game. I probably should have played cautiously straight from the bat, but then I don't think it would have changed the result all that much, to be honest. I am going to thrash my... I'm going to point my finger. I don't want to thrash my arms about. Tell them I'm not happy with the performance, because how can you be happy with anything when you lose 6-0? Definitely don't want to be going and speaking to the press after that either. But again, that's another game down, and that's another defeat. We find ourselves at bottom of the Premier League. However, We have played two of the best teams in the division. The hard games do not let up, chat. We're going to be moving on in just a second to our Carabao Cup game against Coventry. Next episode we'll have some easier games, but then we've got a massively hard run in here. Look at that for a run in, chat. Not easy. But like I say, let's get into the next one. I'll catch you in just a second. Okay, chat, so we're back and we are just pre-game against Coventry. Nothing happened in those last couple of days. Just done a scouting meeting and done a little bit of scouting myself, just trying to find those extra players to try and add a little bit of quality to the team. In terms of this game, it is a Carabao Cup game. It's the second round against Coventry. Like I say, they're a League One side. We're going to rest quite a few players. Going to mix it all up and get players who haven't really played much this season into the team. Our goalkeeper Jack Walton is actually cup tied because he had played in the Carabao Cup for Hull, so unfortunately he can't play. Does mean we need to go back with Isaac White, the youth goalkeeper, as Hoffman still has a little bit of a knock. Other than that, we're leaving some of the bigger names out of the team. Scott Twine though should probably be playing. Let's take Rodrigo out. I think Moisa can be given the game, I guess, as we're trying to drum up some interest in him to potentially sell him and just add a little bit more money to the coffers to allow us to go and again target those slightly better players. In terms of the game, I expect to win. The fans expect to win, so definitely don't want to be letting them down. We're at home as well, so everything is pointing in the direction of a win here. Be very disappointed if we lose, because then that'll be 3 defeats on the bounce and we wouldn't have won a single game in the episode. As the ball's whipped in by Issa and Mike Short's header is off the post and cleared away, but we will look to get the pressure straight back on them. Kadoi, Clarkson. This team is much more like our team from last season, right? There's a lot of players in this team that were playing last season for us when we dominated the championship. So I still expect to win. Aaron Hickey playing at left back. He's going to play it into Issa. Issa over the top to Mike Short. He's going to get there first, but he's also going to place it over the bar. Pretty terrible finish. He's got to be doing better than that. All it needed was a delicate little touch over the goalkeeper, but unfortunately Mike Short couldn't apply that, and it stays at 0-0. Jerry driving through midfield. Clarkson into Scott Twine, and Scott Twine, who has been so good for us over the last 3 years. I'm just a little bit... He's not good enough for the Premier League in game. In real life, I think he could generally play lower half Premier League football. He's that good. In game, I don't quite think he's got the ability to be playing in the Premier League. But if he's going to score goals, we would probably have to play him. But other than that, 6 minutes in, and Coventry have an equaliser. We must have been in front for all of about a minute. Oh, I think he's offside there, chat. Get in the comments, let me know. 100% definitely offside. Goal should not stand. Considering our stadium is now a Premier League stadium, should that not have gone to VAR? Who knows? The Don Stadium seems to have had a couple of tiers added to it. Didn't notice that when we was in League One and a Championship. Oh dear. We're 2-1 down. Now, you could blame this on me for playing a second string team, but it's not like we haven't had the opportunities. Something is fundamentally wrong. We've got a corner, whipped in towards the front post, and Rakic heads wide. Again, that's our 9th, 10th shot on target. We've only had, our 10th shot and only 2 on target. This is bad. This is a goal. Oh, it's off the bar. And somehow they've missed that. What an opportunity for Coventry to go 3-1 up. But Twine, you've got to get there first. We're going to have to bring on some of the bigger players in this second half. Nice, here we go. Clarkson finds Moisa, but then unfortunately forced to go backwards. Hickey now looking at such a terrible pass, isn't it? Such a terrible pass. We could be heading out of the Carabao Cup as well. This goes to show when you get absolutely hammered, it affects the morale of the team. Luckily for us, this one looks like it might be ruled out. I don't actually think this one was offside. I think this one was onside, and it is awarded. It's going to be a close on offside. He is onside, unlike the last one, which I think was actually offside. 3-1 Coventry, and things are not going well. I'm going to tell them to get their act together. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to go to the tactics screen. We can't remain like this. I mean, this team should definitely still be doing better. I mean, yeah, okay, we've got Isaac White in goal, but should be doing better. I mean, Jerry's just not having a great game. Rakic is in danger of losing his discipline. Matt Doherty's being overrun. Let's just see what happens when we just do that team talk. See whether anything happens in the first sort of 15 minutes of the half. I'm going to go for a fire up shout straight away as well. Take your time, Doherty. Gets the ball under control eventually. Then turns. Nice, this is good. Patient build up. This is what we want. Keep the ball. It's fine, that's good. Better. Mike Shaw into Moisa. Much better. And it's been ruled out for offside apparently. Thank you. Didn't think he was ever offside here. He was a mile onside. What's the lineup even doing? This game, like their goal shouldn't have even have stood. Rakic. Oh, Issa. Twine. How has that not gone across the line? Oh, boys, we can get back into this. Right, let's make a sub. Now they're all playing better. Mike Shaw is eventually having a good game. Scott Twine's having a decent game, but he's knackered. I'm going to take him off. I think I'm going to bring on Rodrigo. Jerry Scahill, I'm going to have to take him off. He's not having a great game. James Tarkowski is going to come on. Other than that, I think Matt O'Reilly. No, we don't need to make another sub just in case we go extra time. Or does it still go straight penalties? Go straight penalties in the Carabao Cup now, doesn't it? Not much has happened in the last sort of 15 minutes in game, but we do have a free kick in a dangerous area. All whipped in towards the back stick. Rakic, and then Kadoi is there. And what's he? They're appealing for offside again. Goal awarded, chat. Jesus. VAR, I know he came out, Miles Jacobson come out and said, oh, VAR will actually allow goals now. What, every single one? Jeez. Some of them have got to be offside. So it's 3-3 going in to the last 5 minutes, and we have a chance here with Doherty. Now Kadoi into Rodrigo, go and have a bang. He does! It's over the bar, it's unlucky. It's unlucky from Rodrigo. We've still got one sub to make, chat. I'm pretty sure it goes... Oh no. Good. Let's get away. Oh no, why weren't you... Who is this? Mike Shaw, that was lazy from you, but he does win it back eventually. The overlap is on, and it's Moisa to win the game. Moisa wins the game! 91st minute, boys, and we finally have it. Finally, we are in front. I don't want to do that stuff. I want to go into instructions, and we're going to waste time more and be more disciplined. What a second half we've had. Team talk, the subs, they've made a difference. Moisa came to life. And it looks like we are going to be going through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. It was just a dodgy first half where things didn't go our way. But we have managed to turn it around and get out of it with a lovely 4-3 win. I mean, I shouldn't be celebrating too much. We're only playing against a League One team. However, it's going to be a confidence booster for the team going into some big Premier League fixtures in which we have. But we are going to leave it at that, chat, for the end of the episode. Having a look at the schedule then. Like I say, not a bad pre-season. We went into the United game, and to be fair, played okay, right? It wasn't too bad, chat. We played okay against United. We got absolutely drummed by Liverpool. nothing we could do there. Just battered, and we went down to 10 men as well after just 15 minutes, so it wasn't ideal. But then against Coventry, a very poor start, 3-1 down at half time, but we turn it around to win 4-3, and that's going to be huge going into, like I say, the Norwich game, Leeds, Sheffield United, which will be the next episode we'll probably try and grab in the Carabao Cup third round game as well, depending on how long we spend on transfer deadline day. In order to actually get more games in, I might play this Norwich game off stream and complete the transfer window. Either way, you'll find out on the next episode, guys. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. Be sure to smash that follow button, hit the like as well to help us out, maybe even tickle the bell, or even just come over and check us out on Facebook Gaming to catch our Journeyman live. But other than that, I've been Captain GG, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.